Hi, everyone. Welcome to Glamour Magic. This is literally some of my favorite magic. I love the Glamour Magic. It's so much fun. If you guys can see us, hear us, send us a hi, Patty. All right, so I know Patty's here and she can hear us and see us. So, so we're really excited. Thank you all for being here tonight, joining myself and Tam to give us some glamour magic. Hi, Shar. Glad to have you here. I knew she was here. She was all set up like a long time ago, so she's ready to roll tonight. All right, so I'm going to turn off my camera, my audio, and I'm going to let Tam have it.
All right. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Once again, you see me in my living room. I decided to be up here today because I have a little bit more space. Plus, my desk does this fancy little rollout thing that you can't see underneath the camera. But when it's time to go and do the fancy things and light the candles and some rituals and whatnot, I'm going to make sure to pan the camera down some so that you guys can see everything very well. So what we'll be doing, of course, I'll have a setup of slides. If you've been to any of my webinars before, you know me and my slides. I like to give you guys as much information as possible. And I also like to do this so that you can refer back to it. And it's in an interactive slide too. At the end, I put all the links for the next things and how to get a hold of me and if you want this or that or whatever. So just trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys. Plus, we live in the damn digital age. Dang, I forgot we're not on the Reader Spicy edition, so no cussing today. On the dang digital age, and so that is definitely part of all of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up now. Make sure everybody can see me all good. Everybody can see me good?
Yep, looks good.
Cool. Okay. Perfect. All right. So as you see, our lovely flyer that Trisha made us, she's the genius behind all the lovely flyers that you see for all of our webinars. So I love her for that. So thank you very much. So greetings, welcome, radiant beings. I'm so grateful that you are here. And whether you've danced through my classes before or you're stepping into this circle for the very first time, thank you for choosing to share your energy with me. Your presence is part of the magic that we're about to create. So I'm super excited to have you guys here for that. So if you don't know me by now, I'm going to go ahead and reintroduce myself. I'm Tam, the lovely witch behind Tam's Enchanted Emporium, a professional tarot reader, medium, energy clearer, crafter, and teacher. I also help people tap into their intuition, reshape their energetic field, and use everyday beauty and intention as tools for empowerment. So from crafting protection charms to teaching international webinars, my work centers are accessible, authentic spiritual practice that helps you feel seen, supported, and powerful. So tonight we're diving into Glamour Magic. As you can see me all dressed up for this. The art of shaping how the world feels you, sees you, and responds to your energy. So settle in, soften your shoulders, and let your inner sparkle rise. We're about to weave something delicious together. So basically, today or tonight, I guess it would just be this evening. Tonight, we're diving into the art of glamour magic, like I said. So, not just the surface sparkle, but the subtle energy that shapes how the world perceives you. We'll explore how to craft your aura intentionally, project emotion and confidence, and anchor that energy so it stays with you long after ritual ends. You'll learn how to shield and toggle your glamour, how to layer multi-step rituals for lasting effect, and even how everyday motions from brushing your hair, yes, to a regular lighting of a candle can become active spell components. Something else that I wanted you guys to get ready to see too, little mirror and lipstick magic. So something that I'm going to show you guys, and this is why I made that little picture and the little flyer from earlier today. This is a little something you can do when you're looking into the mirror and putting on your lipstick or your makeup or your chapstick. I don't normally wear lipstick. This is just for today. I'm a chapstick kind of person, but to each their own, you know. So that's going to be fun to do. Anyway, By the end, you'll understand how glamour magic transforms ordinary moments into enchantment, helping you move through the world with purpose, presence, and radiating authenticity. So in your kits, I'm not going to hold up everything right this minute, but when it comes time to, I will show because I don't want to have to toggle back and forth. But if you did get the kit, by the way, thank you very much. I sent out lots of them and had some issues in the mail too, of course, because we're always going to have some kind of issue with USPS. It's like, people, if you don't get enough in shipping already, then come on, you should take better care with your packages. Anywho, we're not going to complain about that today. So inside your kit, I specifically chose things, and I even co-opt with two Sisters of the Harvest Moon, our lovely Trisha and Patty. Thank you very much for helping us do this, to make this kit. Because when I first got their Bewitched Oil, I fell in love with it, as did, I'm sure, many, many other people. I wanted to swim in the stuff. And so I felt like with their ritual they had going and other things that we can add to it, we can make this. So I made you guys a hand poured 4-ounce soy candle, and it's infused with that Bewitched Oil, and it's got extra lang lang and rose and some jasmine in there as well. And that's, like I said, the Bewitched Oils from Two Sisters of the Harvest Moon. And then I dressed it with specific herbs for goddess intentions. So that was roses of all kinds. So it was white, there we go, pink, red, and like a purplish color. Damiana leaf, butterfly pea flower. I'm surprised I said that right this time. Usually I say butterfly flea powder, licorice root, and hibiscus. And so I made sure not only did I put those herbs in that 4-ounce candle, it's also on the little tea light that's in your bath tea, and it's also on the dressed candles as well. So I picked herbs that were centered around passion and goddess energy and all of that. So then, of course, I picked rose quartz as the chips to put on the candle as well to help soften the aura and call in your magnetic energy. So then you also received 2 fully dressed chime candles. And by dressed, I mean rolled in the oil and also rolled in the herbs. And hopefully the mail didn't melt them and you guys were able to have all the herbs stuck on. So that was one pink. And that is pink for self-love, charm, and gentle attraction. And then one was red for confidence, desire, and bold self-expression. You also received a bath tea with a sunstone crystal. And the reason why I chose sunstone is because it is a crystal for fire and passion. And this is the first day of Leo season. So hello, fire sign, come on. And then for the bath tea, there's Epsom salt, and that's infused with melatonin and magnesium, lavender, of course, and a few other things like chamomile, valerian root, and you have a different root in your candles. But in the bath tea, the reason for it being in the little mesh bag is so that when you're filling up your tub with your hot water and your bubble bath, the bath tea will just soak around in there and does the same thing that it does for a tea, right? For that you're going to drink. Being that it's in the tea bag, it keeps all the herbs inside of there, and having it soak around in your hot water, that's going to release all the lovely oils and fun things that we get from the herbs. And of course, the salt and the oils are going to dissolve into your water. So all that's left is the mess inside the bag. So all you have to do is throw the bag away, and boom, you don't have herbs all in your tub. So anywho, you also got a 4-ounce bottle of Sleepy Witch foaming bubble bath. By the way, I love this stuff so much. And I gave you guys 4 ounces so that you could get at least 2 or 3 super bubbly baths out of it. It smells so good. By the way, I highly recommend doing your bath time ritual part close to bed. This will help you because your body is going to feel real relaxed, and the salts and the oils in there is going to help you to also be more relaxed. So you also got a little hand poured dressed tea light candle. So that's soy wax in there, a little bit of beeswax too, and Bewitched Oil, of course. You'll see the little glitters in the top, and some herbs, the same herbs that's on the other candle. That is going to be for your bath time thing, by the way. And so you also got the little bottle of Bewitched Oil. And, of course, a printout. of the ritual that we're going to be doing. So, and I chose each item to help you shift your energy, enhance your presence, and step fully into your power. Because glamour magic isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about amplifying the truth of who you already are. And so I should have actually italicized that because I want you guys to remember that. So you would have also received, like I said, a printout of the multi-part Glamour Magic Ritual. Don't worry, as most of you know, we do not believe in gatekeeping here with Witchsy, nor do I personally. So I'm including that in a link for everyone else. Bam, right there. You can just click that where it says Glamour Magic Ritual. You can print it off. If you do choose to print it off, I'm very sorry that there's a blank page. I don't know how that happened, and it wouldn't let me delete that last page. It's fine. It's blank. It gives in detail, by the way, instructions for each part of the ritual. So there are 2 or 3 that we're going to do together here, and the others will be on your own. Obviously, the bath time part we will not be doing together. Okay, I think Zoom would kick us off forever if we try to do something like that. Plus, that's also just really gross. I included them at the end of the slides also for easier pull up when it's time to do that part of the ritual. So now let's get into the informational stuff. Now that I'm done babbling, okay? What exactly is glamour magic? So, for one, it's energetic self expression. Glamour magic is the art of shaping how your energy, your aura, and your presence are perceived. Yes, by other people. It's not about pretending, it's about choosing the version of yourself that you want the world to meet. So, if you really feel like you need to be like embodying a different person, like a different persona, you can totally look into that too. You can look into archetypes. If it's something specific that you're wanting, an archetype like siren, all these other things, or you can, like some people say too, in this Glamour Magic book, which I put in here too, by the way, of a great book to look through by Sophie St. Thomas. She talks about finding another persona in you, kind of like a drag persona, not necessarily meaning you would be dressing up like the opposite sex. If so, obviously so cool too, do that. But if not, another persona for you to embody when you're not feeling so confident in your normal skin. So the other stuff that it can be is an intentional perception crafting. So your intentions become the spell. You are the spell, okay? It's not always going to be special words and some ingredients and things like that. It's going to be you being your own hype man, you basically making other people think that this is how you're feeling and this is how you're presenting. So it shows up like posture, color, scent, voice, aesthetic choices, emotional projection to create a deliberate energetic signature. If you come in and your head is down and you're looking sad and you're not looking at anybody, you're definitely not looking like you're super excited and like you're happy or whatever. But if you come in and your voice is higher and your eyebrows are a little higher, maybe not so high that you're like, oh my God, look at me. You know what I'm saying? But you get my gist. You can definitely shift or make people alter how they think that you're feeling. Whoops, I went back. Come on. I did that again. This is going to be the what am I calling it? Anyway, I don't know. The scenic route. There we go. We're taking the scenic route. So aura shaping. Your aura is the broadcast. It teaches you it teaches you also to brighten it or soften it, maybe sharpen it, magnetize it, shield it. I'm always needing to shield it. That's another reason why y'all always see me in black, okay? Plus it's slimming, okay? So that people feel what you intended them to feel. It's also identity magic. Glamour is a form of self-authorship. Kind of sound like I'm from the East Coast there. Nope, right here in the center of Indianapolis, y'all. Whether it's an archetype to emulate or a confidence boost with a new persona, you embody it magically and energetically. It's also a confidence and empowerment practice. Glamour magic can actually be deeply healing. It helps practitioners to rewrite self-image, step into your new power. Stella, get her groove back, girl, okay? Feel beautiful in their own way and express their truth. Command your space. It is a tool for self-love, but not self-deception. But I want to stay here for a second because the reason why it can be so healing, this is coming from, especially coming from a space when someone has been in a relationship that's been super controlling, telling you how to think, how to feel, what to wear. So when you're coming out of something like that, you don't even really know who you are and what you like and what feels good on you. You know what I mean? Because you weren't allowed to express that. Or maybe you're coming from a super religious background where you're not allowed to wear the things or to experiment with makeup or hairspray or whatever it may be. I don't know. Or maybe you're stepping into a new identity for yourself and now you're changing genders, or you're going drag and now you want to feel different or whatever. There's so many reasons why glamour magic, in quotations, can be so healing, because then it's going to open the doors for self-expression, and then it's going to open the doors too for now having more confidence in the self. You'll be your own hype man or woman or hype person. Hype. I don't really know another term besides hype man, but it's not gender specific there. Okay. So I put on here the Queen of Wands, and I put her in here large and in charge, baby. And the reason for that, and no, this is not the Rider-Waite Smith version because you see the cat at the bottom. I had a familiar and her name was Boo. She's a black cat, so I had to add her in there. She's just so cute. But the reason why I put the Queen of Wands in here, okay, when you're learning tarot, they tell you that the queens are ones that we embody, right? And the Queen of Wands, she's a Leo sign. Boom, right there. She's fire, of course. She's fire, representative of all the fire signs. But also look at the Leos above her head on the banister, of course, and the Leos on her throne. Also, this card talks about confidence, radiance, passion, embodiment, compassion. Those are just keywords on there. The Queen of Wands is someone who commands the attention in the room with her natural abilities. And by the way, I don't mean someone coming in going, oh my God, I'm so pretty, look at me. Okay, that's not what I mean. I mean someone's walking in just owning her space and owning herself. And she knows that, do you know what I'm saying? Y'all have seen Queen of the Damned, okay? Just look at that. Think of that. That's exactly what this is. Confidence literally seeps from their pores. Natural confidence. By the way, Leos are one of the only signs that are like this. And I'm very jealous of having it, because some of these, all the other signs, we have to like fake it until we make it, or act like we have all this confidence. These people, they're like, oh, yeah, look at me, don't stink. Okay. Now, what Glamour Magic isn't. And no, this is not me gatekeeping, and this is not me going, you're wrong, or it's not this or that or the other. This is literally just facts, okay, only. It's not manipulation. Glamour Magic does not force anyone to think or feel anything. It simply amplifies what you already are. Yes, you need to believe this for sure, because this is not me lying to you, yo. These are things that already exist inside yourself. You're just amplifying it now. It's also not lying or pretending. You're not cheating a false identity. You're revealing a chosen fact of yourself, intentionally and magically. It's also not beauty magic. Beauty magic is a little different and focuses on enhancing physical features. Glamour magic focuses on perception, energy, presence. It's also not illusion magic. Illusion magic creates something that actually isn't there, or makes you think that it's there. Glamour magic highlights what is there energetically, emotionally, and archetypically. It's not just makeup or fashion, by the way. These are not just also things that are gender specific, by the way. So I wanted to be very clear on that. Just because we're using colors like red and pink and talking about lipstick or chapstick or bubble baths does not mean it has to be just for someone who's born a woman. That's silly. These are not tools. Those are the tools. There we go. Not the spell. The real glamour is intention, aura, archetype, emotional resonance, energetic projection. Makeup and clothing simply anchor the energy, but they are 100% a part of it. Okay, why do you think I wore the outfit that I wore tonight, and the hair color that I chose recently? Some of the things with the makeup, the same thing. It's all the same. Nail polish. Got it? Red. You'll see why. The gist. Glamour magic is the intentional shaping of how your energy is perceived. It's not manipulation or illusion or self-author, or it is self-authorship. You choose the version of yourself you want to embody, and you project that energy into the world with clarity, confidence, and magic. Now we get to talk about color magic, okay? The magical frequencies of color. I feel like the reading rainbow guy right now. Ding, the more you know. So first color that we're going to talk about, red, of course, because when you first think of glamour or sexy or passion or whatever, you think red. So red is the color of power, seduction, even courage, root chakras, okay, being rooted in what you're doing. It also raises your aura's volume, perfect for bold lipstick, statement jewelry, or a red dress when you want to be unforgettable, okay? Business use. They sometimes will use red or different shades of reds and accents and product photos to signal potency or passion. Orange. Creativity, attraction, social spark. I'm happy that I said that correctly. My dyslexia likes to pop out from time to time. It also makes you magnetic and approachable. It's great for me for market days when you want a high engagement. Using eyeshadow or scarves or candle color for creative webinars. Like how I throw that in there too. Yellow. This is a great color for confidence, visibility, charisma. Helps you stand out in a crowd. Obviously, dang, look at this person in a yellow dress. It's great for summer and spring too, by the way. Ideal for teaching, public speaking, sales. By the way, public speaking is the worst. This is super easy for me because I'm just looking at my computer. Yellow for earrings or nails, subtle charisma boost. Also, yellow is a great color because it looks a lot like the sun and it's vitality and it's bright and it's warm. So green, abundance, of course, healing, growth, perfect for money drawing glamour or business expansion. Wearing green when launching, I thought that said laundering. I was like, oh my Lord, how did I put that in there? That's crazy. New products, launching new products, or teaching prosperity magic. Hilarious. Green crystal jewelry amplifies your natural healer vibe too. So blue, calm, authority, truth, communication, air signs, of course, you blues. Enhances your mediumship and teaching presence. Wearing blue during readings can help people feel calm or safe or open, especially if you're doing other things than just readings too. I like to say things like that because, really what I do. But a blue or a purple, but blue is just nice and soft and calming. Water signs, of course. Helps you to feel safe and open. Blue eyeliner or pendants help with clear channeling, and it's also the color for your throat chakra too. So, if you just think about it like that, the colors of your chakras, those are also the things that, for like this, communication, blue, hello, throat chakra. Purple, intuition, third eye, mystery and psychic glamour, same kind of thing. Your natural wholeness or wheelhouse as a medium. Purple clothes or makeup deepens your brand aesthetic. It's also really good for folks with dark brown hair or brown eyes. Great for webinars, spell kits, and glamour photos too. Black, protection, power, mystery. You lovely Scorpios love to wear black a lot too. Creates an aura of depth, of depth. There we go. Jeez. And authority. It's also ideal for energy clearing sessions or, for me, markets where I need boundaries. I'm always wearing black or black jewelry. Come on now. Black tourmaline jewelry, black clothes, glamour shield for sure. White, purity, clarity, divine connection. Also, white is another color for your crown chakra. So amplifies your mediumship and angelic channeling. Great for altar photos, ritual kits, and spiritual branding. White shimmer makeup adds ethereal glamour. So like highlighter too, a little whitish. And now we get into everyday use. So when I say spells, okay, this is basically like saying, it's kind of like spells, a ritual. Not everything is in a spell, though, when I say that. Not everything is saying things that rhyme, you know what I mean? Or not everything also is needing a big list of ingredients. Some of it is literally just what you're wearing, how you've talked to yourself in the mirror, the little boost that you've done, if you've veiled yourself or not, which we'll go over stuff like that too here. So first, wardrobe spells. Choose clothing based on the energy you want to project that day. Example, for me, if I'm teaching a webinar, I might want to choose yellow and blue. And it's not necessarily what I would go for because it's not in my, color wheelhouse, but that's okay. If it's a market day, I want to wear something that's inviting, or maybe that's also going to talk about or invoke prosperity and abundance. So orange and green would be great for that. A lot of times you'll see me on markets. I will be wearing citrine bracelets, and I'll also be wearing green aventurine bracelets, and I'll also be wearing some black, obsidian or tourmaline, of course. But also, a lot of times lately I've been wearing strawberry quartz just because I want to be more loving and give myself more love and remind myself of that. But I've definitely always got black tourmaline on too. Energy clearing, black and blue, baby. If I'm going to someone's house to do an energy clearing, by the way, I'm definitely wearing black, 100% for sure. So makeup glamours. Makeup actually becomes sigil work because you're drawing it on your face. And I'll show you also how to do some invisible things. Your lipstick can be a voice spell or chapstick. For me, like I said, I'm a chapstick person, but today we're going to be using a tinted chapstick. Anyway, eyeshadow, a perception spell, highlighter, aura amplification, or glitter spray. I have that on too. Nail color, intention anchors, right? Jewelry and accessories, crystals, plus color, double enchantment, baby. Your signature crystal jewelry already works beautifully here. That's why I said it to you, your crystal jewelry, because whatever it is that you guys are already doing for the reasons that you're doing it is working great. And I'm loving that for you. Branding and product magic. So my personal kits, the pendulum boards and the spell jars and things, and other witchy listings even can do use color magic intentionally. So we'll be having an altar kit, and some of it will, be black for more specific reasons of protection, black salt, You get my gist. Protection bells, black, red, gold. You see those colors come up a lot. And then spell jars, green, gold, especially a lot. A lot of people want the abundance jars. And I also put that in because we just did one a few months, back yonder. A lot of the pendulum kits and altar starter boxes, white, black, gold. You get my gist here. There's reasons why we're using color magic, folks, and especially in candles. Aura dressing, the aura around your body. It's not just the color that it is, right? I wish I could see auras. But it's also the energy. Your aura is your energy that's palpated, that people can feel around you. A good way to dress your aura: visualize the color surrounding you as you get ready. This is how you veil yourself. This is called a Glamour Magic secret sauce. Your aura shifts before you even step out the door. So what I do when I'm actually in the shower after I've done my cleansing and not just like washed my body, but I let the water washing around me too, I imagine that it's cleansing my whole auric field, if that makes sense. And then after that, I visualize, and for me, my blanket of veil would be like a black, soft, glittery, where it's something where you could still see through, but it's definitely black and veiled, and little sparkles to it, of course, because who wouldn't love a little more sparkles? But that's basically what I put around my body as my aura dressing or my protection veil. I definitely do that when I go to Walmart, for sure, and other things like that, especially if I've been out doing lots of readings or if I'm going to be out around a lot of people, family, whatever. Non-obvious insight, okay? Color magic works best when layered. If you wear purple for intuition, add a purple crystal, purple candle to your altar, purple background for your social media post, purple tone filter on your product photos. You get what I'm saying? Your glamour becomes multi-dimensional and unmistakable. Now we'll go over mirror magic. Okay. Mirror magic is the art of using a reflective surface to shape perception, amplify glamour, that was really hard to say, redirect energy, and alter the way you appear in the energetic and physical world. It's not about vanity. It's about reflection as spell work, okay? A mirror holds who you believe you are, who you fear you are, who you are becoming, who you project to others. This is why mirror magic is so powerful in glamour work. It lets you rewrite the reflection. For once, look at yourself in the mirror and stop going, I don't like this, I don't like that, da 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 da, and start using the mirror as a power. Alchemize it, change that. Now we're going to look at it and look at all the qualities that we're bringing instead of the things we're trying to change. Because, of course, there's going to be things you don't like and things you want to change. So, next, 3 types of mirror glamours. Most people only know one, but I'm going to teach you 3. Amplifying glamour. You can use the mirror to increase your aura, your beauty, charisma, presence, techniques. Feeding your reflection with intention. This is going to be the way you talk to yourself. Also, this is going to change a lot of things you do anyway when you do this, because you've been talking down to yourself anyway. Using highlighter or shimmer to catch light and multiply your aura. Charging the mirror with a sigil or symbol behind it. Cloaking glamour. You can use the mirror to hide aspects of yourself. Techniques. Fogging the mirror with your breath and drawing a sigil. By the way, you might want to start looking at runes, because you can use runes for this a lot too. I use a lot of runes, and then of course the pentagram as a big protection thing. Using matte makeup to reduce reflective surfaces on your face. Visualizing your reflection blurring or softening. Redirecting glamour. You can also use a mirror to send the energy back or deflect attention. Techniques. Wear reflective jewelry. Use compact mirrors as a talisman. Make a little jewelry or whatever out of it. Keep it in your bag or your purse. Placing mirrors in your home and your space to bounce energy away. By the way, if you have 2 mirrors facing each other, it definitely creates doorway for spirits, so you might not want to do that. If you've been having a lot of activity in your house, go to a room where you've got multiple mirrors facing each other. You've probably got a lot going on there. Charging a mirror. Light. You can light charge a mirror. Hold a candle in front of the mirror or let the flame multiply. This creates a glamour of radiance, confidence, and visibility by holding it close. Shadow charging. Use low light or moonlight. This creates mystery, allure, psychic depth, or cloaking, especially if you've been using a mirror to scry. Color changing. Place colored cloths or crystals or candles around the mirror. This infuses the mirror with color magic. See? Mirror sigils. This is where glamour magic becomes spellcraft. Drawing sigils on the mirror with your breath. You can do that. Drawing sigils. This is really hard to say over and over again. With oils like rose, lavender, Florida water, Bewitched Oil. Drawing sigils with makeup, lipstick, eyeliner. More than just a little message like, you got this, bitch, or whatever it is. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Once again, we're not in the Ask a Reader Spicy Edition. Draw a sigil on the back of the mirror too for long-term glamour or long-term protection. Sigils can be used for beauty, confidence, charisma, protection, mystery, abundance, psychic enchantment. Reflection rehearsal. This is one of my favorite ones. This is where you become your own personal hype person. Okay. This is a glamour technique used by performers, witches, and seducers for centuries. Practice their desired persona in the mirror, like a big standing mirror. Speak their intention aloud. Adjust your posture, expression, and aura. Lock in the glamour by touching the mirror. This is identity magic in motion. Okay. Mirror veiling. This is an advanced technique, and we'll do deep dives into mirror veiling and own personal veiling, into, much more deeper than what we talked about already. But you can veil mirrors during shadow work. Highly recommend. During grief, people already do that in religious folks or other old school homes. A lot of times they would, you would see black being over the home of someone that had died, mirrors in the home of someone that had died. You can veil them during psychic overwhelm, glamour burnout. Veiling prevents mirrors from stealing energy when you're vulnerable. Compact mirrors as talismans. Makeup compacts, like the little bitty mirrors, pocket mirrors. Phone screens, yes, they count. These become portable glamour amplifiers. So mirror banishing and protection. Mirror magic isn't just for beauty, it's also for defense. And sometimes that is what we really need the most. Place mirrors facing outwards to repel negativity. You can use mirrors to break the evil eye, to reflect jealousy or envy, to stop energy vampires. This is especially powerful for clearing away energies in the home and space. Whenever I do in-house energy clearing, I definitely hit the mirrors, hit the closets, hit all the doorways, all of that. The mirror of becoming. This is the deepest glamour technique, okay? Stand before the mirror. Visualize the version of yourself that you are becoming. See that version reflected back. Literally see it, okay? This is all placebo, right? Step into that reflection. That's you embodying that thing. You're becoming that. This is Glamour Magic as transformation. Now I'm going to give you guys a few everyday spells and rituals. This is just a couple, okay, on the next few slides. I give a few rituals to add to your everyday repertoire. I wanted to keep them simple for you, so not to overwhelm you with a lot of info, ingredients, spell work, da-da-da, yes and no's and do's and don'ts, all that stuff. Some are just your intentions. Others, you are the spell. Regardless, all info is included. So the first one is fake it till you make it luck potion, okay? For this one, you will need a few things, not very much. A travel size bottle of your favorite perfume. It can also be the little Bewitched bottle because that lid comes off pretty easy. But also, your favorite perfume is something that you smell all the time and that you feel good in when you smell it. And Sephora and places like that, Ulta, they sell a lot of the travel size bottles of the popular scents because I can't afford to be buying no $200-$300 bottle of perfume. Okay. So a little bitty trial size is perfect for that. One eyelash and some sage. Best time to cast this is when you're ready to increase your professional confidence and level up in the world. So sample bottles of your favorite perfume are the best, like I said, for convenience. Obtain your eyelash, by the way, when clean, preferably, not with a lot of makeup gunked on it. Run sage smoke inside your bottle and around. Don't tip your bottle over. Obviously, you can fan it and whatnot, and it'll go in there. Hold on to your eyelash and close your eyes and make your wish, right? Quote unquote. That's why I put it like that. Send a wish. You're speaking your intention into the eyelash, right? I.e., for me, I would say, I'm calling abundance into my tarot readings. Open the bottle, plop that bad boy in there, put the lid on, keep it in your purse or a bag, use it before meetings. Which tip? This works on lovers too. Just remember that you cannot go against their will. Okay? And that's definitely not me gatekeeping. That's literally me saying it's not going to work. Upgrade your relationship with money, material girl. You're going to need sage, of course, because we always want to smudge our stuff before we get started. Matches or a lighter. Honey. Green candle, preferably if you can find a 7-day candle, if possible. If not, chime candles will do just fine. Money drawing incense, like patchouli, lemongrass is another good one. Cinnamon, coaster, newspaper or tissue paper, something for the wax shavings to go on top of, something that easy cleanup. A candle carving tool. You don't have to have an actual tool if you don't have one. You can use a regular knife, your thame, or even a toothpick would do. Incense stick even. Money drawing oil, gold or green glitter, optional. Best time to cast, Friday. Why? Because it is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, and abundance. And Friday is a money day. So you'll light your sage and blow the smoke all over yourself, your candle, and your supplies. Sit quietly and meditate. Visualize yourself as a wealthy glamour witch. Visualize how much money you're wanting. Take a taste of the honey. You must make sure it's not going to poison the gods. LOL. I'm just joking. You don't have to actually taste the honey, okay? Now it's a good way to put it on the bottom of your chime candle to help hold it in the space, but don't put it in the holder yet because you're not done. So then you're going to just want to lay it down on your little parchment paper or whatever after you do that. Also, I'll tell you another tip when we start our thing on how to hold your chime candle in place. A really good way. You don't even have to use honey, but honey sweetens the deal and it's just good. So then you'll light your incense, let the smoke billow over the candle, carve a big money symbol into it, your name or initials, maybe your zodiac sign, things that are you. Anoint your candle with money oil. Roll it in glitter if you like. You don't have to. Gold for abundance and the sun. Green for money and wealth. Health. It's supposed to say wealth. Light and keep near your desk or an area where you want to make or where you handle your money. Okay. Sleeping Beauty ritual. I have to try to go a little faster because we have 20 minutes left. Okay. You will need a preferred sleep attire, whatever you're comfortable in. and that's why I said preferred sleep attire. Some people sleep totally naked, whatever you may be. Lavender EO, which is essential oil. Best time to cast right before bed. Get your comfiest clothes or none. 2, stop screen time at least 1 hour before bed. Yeah, it's totally going to help even if you're not going to do this ritual. Dab a small amount of lavender either directly under your nose. If you're a lip licker, then you might want to just put it right here on your neck or maybe on your chest, like if you were putting Vicks on. Somewhere where you're going to need to smell easy. So lie down and with the room dark and cool, begin a full body scan starting at the feet. Thank them in your head. Okay, you don't need to say it out loud. Thank you, feet, for carrying me all day. I mean, you can if that's what you want to do, but this is intentional. You're concentrating right now on your feet because then you're going to go up and you're trying to make your body relax, right? And imagine them getting heavy. Remind yourself that you're supported and safe. Continue with the scan, moving up your body. Breathe in and deep, filling your lungs with the lavender scent. I'm just reading through this fast because we're not doing it right now. After you continue to scan, thanks to different parts of the body as you did for all the things they have done today, as you did with your feet. Tell yourself as many times as you need to that I am safe, I am loved, I am powerful. Relax as your body continues to feel heavier. Sweet dreams, witch. Okay, it's about to be group spell time, so I'll cut off of here in just a second. I'm going to read through here, but what you're going to want to get, if you don't already have them already, the stuff from your kit, gather these items if you choose. So we're going to use the Bewitched Oil. You're going to get your 2 chime candles, the Glamour Goddess candle, a fire-safe dish, a lighter or match, lipstick or makeup of choice, and it's not for the spell, it's just to wear and to feel pretty. A mirror, also not for the spell, just to gaze into. And if you did not get the kit, don't fret. It's still up on Witchsea. I include all the link in the thank you section, all of the links, in the thank you section, or you can gather your own supplies. So what I'm going to do is stop sharing. There we go. Now everybody can see me again, right? Just me. Okay. So I'm actually going to try to tilt my screen down a little bit here, not too much. I'll hold up the candles when we're getting ready to light them. But one thing I'm going to go ahead and tell you now to help you hold your chime candles in place. By the way, I'm using an old metal holiday tin from Christmas time, just so I can get it funky. And if I, whatever after this, it's fine. So if that's what you're using too, or you can use chime candle holders, that will also help. It doesn't matter. Either way, this will help you light them and put them in there. So what you're going to want to do when it's time for you to do that is just take the bottom of your chime candle and light your lighter, right? Hold it over there. I'm not going to do it right now, and melt it just a tiny bit and either put it right down into that chime holder or right directly down onto the tray that you're going to attach it to, and hold it there for a nice second, and it will help to hold it steady in place. So if you've already got the printout, which you won't be able to see any of the words now, I'm just showing you my paper because mine has lots of words on it because I've written on mine. This is a printout of the ritual that we're going to be doing. And part of this is for you to do on your own, like I said, because the first part is a bath ritual and we cannot do that together. But I will go ahead and read over it real fast so you hear what I'm telling you and understand what it means. So for the glamour bath of becoming, step 1, the bath is going to be your cauldron of transformation, right? Your little bubbling bath of cauldron. Fill your tub with nice warm water. I use hot water. Okay. And while that's happening, add your bath tea. This was what the bath tea looks like. I know this looks like a big old white bag right now, but you can hear the herbs in there. Add your bath tea. You want to make sure that the strings are tied tight, really tight, or then you will have all the herbs inside your tub and the tea bag won't matter anything. So have that soaking around in your tub while it's getting hot, and also add your Sleepy Witch foaming bath. Here it says to add your bath tea and pour in the bubble bath, stirring clockwise to activate intention. Okay. Place the crystal, which is the some crystal that we had. On the rim of the tub, you can hold it in your hand. This happens to be one of the crystals that does not dissolve in water, so it's totally safe, non-toxic. Make sure that if you are using crystals and water, you need to research, okay? It's not me gatekeeping again, me telling you research, because some will dissolve into the water and get into your skin, and then that's not good. And then you also have this lovely handy dandy tea light. Smells so good too. Have that sit next to your tub as well. Light the herb dressed tea light candle nearby. As you sink into the water, speak, I bathe in beauty, I bathe in glow. My radiance rises, my confidence grows. Let the water soften your aura and dissolve anything that dims your shine. Stay until you feel warm, open, and ready. And now the next part we'll do is, oh, by the way, if you wanted to apply any of your, she said, I'm having a glamour bath tonight. Girl, you better. You're going to need it. If you wanted to do your little lipstick thing, you go around and do your little lipstick thing, girl, before we do this. Because if you are doing a Glamour Magic ritual, a secret to feeling better about yourself too is, if you are a makeup person, do your makeup. Do it extra. You know what I mean? Put on a fancy outfit. I'm looking like Stevie Nicks here today. But you get my gist what I'm saying. Make yourself feel nice and fancy. So, dressing the aura with the Bewitched Oil. Now you're going to grab your Bewitched Oil bottle, okay? Since we're not naked because we didn't do the bath thing, you can still do this part on parts of your body, meaning like, you know, the wrist and the neck and whatnot. So after your bath, pat yourself dry and place a drop of Bewitched Oil on your wrists, your collarbones, and your heart center. So you always want to go with the pulse points anyway. You know what I mean? Get my shirt a little bit. As you apply it, whisper, charm and touch, glow in my skin. I call my glamour from deep within. Feel the oil as a veil of enchantment settling over you. If you need to smell it a couple extra times, do that too. You know, wave your body, your hands over your body so that you're also smelling it, but that oil is going around your auric field. Now we're going to do the next step, the candle conjuring of confidence and allure. So we're going to have our pink chime candle. It looks almost white on camera. And our red. And you can tell I've lost a lot of my herbs already on here. So we're going to go ahead and do the thing that I told you, where you're going to light the bottom of your candle and then set it down real fast on your metal tray. And then repeat that with your red one. And they don't have to be super far apart. I'll show you how far apart I'm putting mine. This is not a cord cutting ritual, by the way. If this was a cord cutting ritual, these are going to be way too close. Just FYI for another, that's a free witch tip for you. And then now we're also going to take the Glamour Goddess candle. Look how pretty. Well, you probably can't see how pretty it is. It's so pretty, y'all. And we're going to set it by there, okay, right behind it, so it looks like this. And also, they don't have to be as close. You don't have to make a shape. You can make a triangle if you want or whatever. You don't have to. So first, we're going to light the pink candle. I have to turn my page over. Sorry, guys. First, we're going to light the pink candle and say, I honor my softness, my sweetness, my allure. Pink candle is lit. Okay. Now light the red candle next. I ignite my confidence, my fire, my irresistible presence. Ooh, red candle's lit. And I'm keeping this far back from my hair and my outfit, by the way. And now we're going to light the Glamour Goddess candle. Goddess within me, rise and shine. Let my beauty be felt, seen, and divine. Now we have all three lit. Okay, now I want you to sit before the candles for just a moment, letting their combined energy weave through your aura, okay? And this next part, you're going to hold your hands by them, not anywhere near where you can feel the warmth, okay? I don't even want them that close. I don't want nobody catching fire or any kind of thing like that. Just hold them by the flames, okay? And from a safe distance, and speak. By flame and bath, by oil and light, my glamour awakens bold and bright. I shine with confidence, charm, and grace. My inner confidence, or my inner goddess takes her place. Visualize your aura shimmering like gold dust. Back on gold dust, woman. Okay, I told you I was Stevie Nicks today. Now, step 5 is going to be sealing the spell. You don't have to do this right now if you don't want to let all of your the smoke is coming off my fingers. I know it's because I was on fire. It's actually because I accidentally blew out one of the candles, and so it was blown away on me. But I didn't want to relight it in the middle of speaking. So step 5, to seal your spell, let your chime candles burn fully. I choose pretty fast burning chime candles so that you don't have any problems. You don't have to sit around and let your spell go forever. So it should only take about 30 minutes or so for it to go. But you can snuff or blow out, it doesn't matter, the goddess candle. And by snuffing out, I mean you can put the lid right on it. I gave you guys metal lids, snuff it out. And the only reason for that is so that you can keep it and light it again later, because you're going to want to do this. This is going to be a 7-day spell. Not necessarily 7 days for the chime candles, obviously, but this one is going to be a continuation of your ritual. So snuff or blow out, it really doesn't matter. Some witches will tell you can only snuff out your candles. Some will tell you to blow. I don't give a shiza what you're doing with them, as long as you're not burning your house down or anyone else's, okay? The Glamour Goddess candle, you'll relight it whenever you want to refresh your glamour. And then you'll also want to carry your sunstone crystal around with you. If you have like a crystal necklace or one of those kind that you can, put it like a little cage. There we go. A little crystal cage, put it in there, or maybe your pocket or your wallet, or maybe put it on your vanity to anchor the spell. Optional daily boost. Each morning, dab a tiny bit of the Bewitched Oil on your wrist and say, "Glow on, goddess." This keeps the glamour spell active for 7 days. I had to blow my candles out and put them over there so the smoke wasn't blowing up in my face. But now I just had one other thing I wanted to read to you guys real fast from this lovely thing. This was just basically my thank you. Because we already went through this. This is I wanted to put on the slides too in case you couldn't have the printout or didn't know how to pull the printout. That way it's on here as well. Only picture that anyway. So here's my thank yous. There we go. So I usually like to start and finish with a huge thank you to every single beautiful soul, both new and returning, for coming to my webinars. If we didn't get to any questions, please feel free to email me anytime. Tarot with Tam. There we go. Gosh, it would help if I could talk today. At gmail.com. If you wanted to grab the Glamour Magic kit, there's only 6 left until then. I would have to make more and then upload more. But there's 6 left now, or you can catch a Zoom tarot reading or take a super deep dive by palm reading analysis. Next webinar will be August 30th. I know that sounds like forever away, you guys. I'm so sorry, but I have news. I have a second grandbaby that's going to be born the second week of August, and so we are going to be prepping for that. And I think there's another witch on our stuff that's also got a new grandbaby coming this month. So look at us having little Leo babies. So August 30th. August 30th, 7 to 8 will be the Homestead Protection Kit coming soon. And then in September, you guys, I'm going to be doing a Witch's Spell workshop. So stay tuned for dates, details, links, all of that jazz.
Witch bells, yay.
Yes. And that one is so much fun too. You guys will get charms and ribbons and crystals and all kinds of fun stuff to put on there. And it'll be all hands-on. There'll be no slides.
Nice. This was fun. I love Glamour Magic so much. And I wish you guys could see me during my Glamour Magic rituals with the Bewitched oils. It is, you guys would be like, you are crazy. You like love them and talk to them and tell them what their job is and what you expect when they go to their person and, leveling up their games. And it's so special to me. It's like our signature scent, our OG. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, but Thursday night, women's shadow circle for Thursday. The shadow of over responsibility. If you want to come to that, that will be at 8 o'clock EST and safe space. It's not recorded, or it is recorded, but only the people that attend are allowed to have the recording. We don't let that stuff out. What happens in the circle stays in the circle. So so excited for that. And then Hecate keychain channeling coming up on Friday. So Tiffany with the Arcane Dragon is doing that with us. So lots of exciting stuff coming on. So thank you all. And thank you all for supporting us for our 3,000th order and our 3,000 followers on Witchsea. We're 8 months into this and we're killing it. So very exciting stuff. So thank you so much, Tam. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight and taking us to that Glamour Magic. And I need to get some of that foaming bath because that sounds freaking amazing, in the bath tea. So I'm going to be getting that soon. So, but thank you all again for coming tonight, and we will see you at the next one.
Bye.
Bye.